In a world with entirely too many shows about cars, this is another pointless automotive podcast.
Saying it.
Count me down. Let's
Three,
see.
two, one.
I thought you're supposed to do the 1 and the 2 silently from Wayne's World. Isn't that what they did?
3.
Perfect.
Whoa.
Whoa. Welcome back to another pointless automotive podcast.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we stuck it out. We still have the same
That's the
title.
one.
It's been over 4 years, I've heard.
Yeah, no
Recently.
cease and desist yet to
No,
make us change it.
If you don't open the envelope, it doesn't count.
It's true.
Frank, how you doing this evening, man?
I'm excellent. Had a it's kind of a slow time of year for me, which is kind of nice. Because there's rain and there's people traveling, and so they're not always with very close and nearby exception. Very few people bugging me right now to be like, you have to come shoot my photograph my car today.
Except for this mother effer.
Except for some guy here on this podcast. So it's been good. How about
Yeah.
you? The opposite of that problem, my understanding.
Yeah, no, it's today was my first day off of work in like 3 weeks. So I took a little comp day, reviewed a really cool Volvo, and then had a really good photographer come take some snappity snaps of it.
Something like that.
Yeah, it looked pretty cool. It's a fun little car. And I had fun, man, and I appreciate what you do, and your services are amazing. So
Teamwork, dreamwork.
yeah, I love it. Guys, before we get off the sidebar stuff, my background today, Frank,
What do we got?
I forgot to mention it last time, is a Sega Dreamcast hit called Sega GT. It's not very well known, this game. It's a
Or
simulator.
regarded.
Yeah, no, it is regarded highly though. It's a driver sim, not Gran Turismo, but you could build your own car in it, which was kind of fun. You could like rear wheel drive, have like a different kind of body, V8, V6 turbo, all kinds of fun stuff. So pretty cool little game. I love retro video games, so especially car games.
I think I just saw, like this week, Sega Dreamcast like finally stopped supporting their like online feature stuff for the Dreamcast. Like they finally stopped supporting it, which is absolutely insanity.
That doesn't make any sense. That's wild. So you can't get online. You can't online I'm gonna start over again. Reset life. No, Sega Dreamcast, you can't play Crazy Taxi online against your buddies.
I guess not. You used to be able to up until like a week ago or something.
That's fucking insane. All right, I need a Miller Lite. That's what I need. Anyway, what are we talking about today? We're talking about music.
Yeah. So it's funny
Music.
what actually kind of kind of kicked this into my head, kickstart my heart, if you will. Is
Skydive naked from an airplane.
Similar.
I thought that lyric said stand up naked on an airplane, and I'm like,
Oh,
so?
I mean, that's effectively, that song by Filter?
Oh yeah,
one,
Wake on my airplane.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever.
That song is about getting hammered drunk
Yeah.
and stripping down naked and stumbling around a plane and then forcing the plane to land and getting tased. Because that's what happened to the lead singer of Filter, who is the brother of the T-1000 in Terminator.
So I know that is an interesting piece of trivia. I love that.
Yeah, yeah.
But do you think so? You're saying that the Filter song is the sequel to the Motley Crue song,
It might
Like,
be.
the sophomore
might
hit,
be.
if you will? That's amazing.
Yeah. It just sisterhood of the traveling naked on an airplane.
Skydive naked from an airplane.
So, well,
Big shark myself.
yeah,
Okay.
whatever. Don't worry about it. It's fine. What kickstarted this thought to talk about what we're going to talk about today, which is music and cars in the intersection thereof. But what kind of got this into my mind was, I'm going to completely blame friend of the pod, Mr. Warren Madsen, because on podcast he is a co-host on DWA, Driving While Awesome podcast. He started out an episode by going, "Welcome to the show and tell convention on Mars," and then he made like a thing like, "Oh, nobody knows this reference. Nobody's going to get it." And I was like, I know that from something. And I thought about it for like 20 minutes and I remembered what it was. It's from a very obscure song from a moderately obscure rapper, Devin the Dude, who He's just like a Houston area rapper, and I happen to know some of his like mid '90s to mid 2000s hits, and that's the intro to like some random beats. So I texted him about it. I was like, "Did you just make a fucking Devin the Dude reference, like an obscure one?" And he's like, "How did you get that?" I was just like, "Because I'm an idiot." And it just made me think like, I don't know, like a lot of car people are into music.
Mhm.
I certainly enjoy some music, and I kind of wanted to just explore the overlap there because there's a big one. Like one of the main things and features on a car, and has been for a very long time,
Mhm.
is its stereo, its music capabilities. And so I just wanted to we've not really talked about tunes.
Yeah, it's basically two goons in their tunes is what we should call this one.
Oh, we should.
That's
Gooning
sticking.
and tuning. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, dude, I agree. Whether it's God mixtapes back in the
yeah.
day,
hmm
installing your first aftermarket CD player that got so hot to the touch that you could not put your hands on it after it had been on for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
What other
and let's just
fun?
say, quote unquote, installing, because I'm sure
Yeah.
you did some hokey ass
Oh,
installs like I did when
bro,
I was like 17.
I think 20% of my installs would stay in place if you reversed and pulled an e-brake. 20% would stay in place. The rest would eject out violently.
Yeah, that's what you
Um,
do is, and the fix then is you take some of the box that the head unit came in and you
jam
tear
it in
off
the
some of
side.
it
Yep,
and like fold it over and like jab it in the side so that it
that's
doesn't
it.
go anywhere.
That is it, which doesn't help the heat thing, believe it or not.
No.
It insulates it even further. But yeah, just cables everywhere. No, I've been there, man. A sub box slamming around in your trunk or in your
Sure.
hatchback. Great stuff. I bought a Miata that had home theater speakers behind the
Hell
headrest,
yeah.
not in the
Uh-huh.
headrest, behind the headrest. So every time you stopped around a corner, it would slam you or the passenger right in the
hmm
fucking temple. Brilliant design.
Yeah, great.
Um, yeah, dude, DIY audio stuff. Here's the thing, Frank. I feel like
hmm
that is an absolutely 90s, early 2000s thing that
Absolutely.
really
Completely.
hasn't, it's not around like that anymore, right? Because everything's digital. You don't need
hmm
a physical media player. Um, what are kids doing nowadays? We should have
I mean,
a youngster on the pod to answer that.
they kind of have to be into something like you kind of it boy, it gets really, really hard after cars made after what? Call it 2010.
Yeah, where Bluetooth was almost guaranteed to be there.
Right. So you're Bluetoothing shit in, or like you can't to your point. What are you gonna like hit up Crutchfield and like tell them you have a Tesla and be like, oh yeah, I need to order for this car, and it's just like they just mail you a photo of someone's like middle finger on a copier. That's like all they can mail you because not no modern cars support anything, any
I'm
custom
glad
stereo,
it
anything.
was cool how you just referenced modern technology with a copier.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
That
that's
was
what
good.
Crutchfield. Because
Dude,
Crutchfield, they have the internet, but that's about it.
dude, the Tesla thing is hilarious. It's like imagine some kid like
Mhm.
bricking his parents' Tesla because he tried to put an aftermarket uh I don't know. What is this? What was the Sony God, I wish my
Sony
brain was
Explode.
working. Yes, with all
hmm
the red plastic like
Yeah,
pieces, kind of like Spider-Man's webs.
I remember they had the
Um
square subwoofers.
what was the worst is when someone put the speakers in that matched and they stuck out of the door cards like
Oh yeah,
good
yeah,
lord, those
yeah.
have aged horribly.
I've had a bunch of cars like that. My Barracuda when I bought it had random like holes cut in the front door panels, with just like some random whatever speakers stuck to it.
And because of the 90s and early 2000s, when you bought a good speaker system, or usually the shitty ones had the greatest like amount of extra design to them, you
Uh-huh.
wanted to show that off. So you didn't put it under a speaker grill or anything. There was no
Yeah,
sneaky install or
you
anything
throw
like
you
that.
throw the cover away. Just
Oh
like, I don't want
yeah,
this shit.
which you would pay like $50 for, $100 for now
Yeah,
to
you don't want
replace
to.
on a car you're restoring.
Yeah, you don't want to cover up your Rockford Fosgate 6x9s
Mm.
with with a cover. No, no, you
Oh,
gotta.
well,
God,
that's a shame, dude. That's a lost art, man.
it
Shady
really
radio
is. I have
installs.
and one I honestly haven't like looked and seen the state of the industry,
Hmm.
but you have to imagine like the only path forward for Crutchfield and all, like, which is like the number one, like, online, I assume still is like the number one online aftermarket supporter for custom car stereo stuff. But like the manufacturers, say Sony, say Alpine, say Pioneer, say Blaupunkt, whomever,
Yeah, Monsoon.
they kind of have to just, I assume that they just have to lean in to older cars and finding solutions for what those people want, whether it's like make the retro 80s looking thing like Blaupunkt does with like the Bremen, and Continental makes one. Maybe there's going to be more of those where it's like a retro looking thing, because all the cars are retro. Like nobody's doing this to a 2020 anything.
That's a
So
really
maybe
good.
I wonder if that's like their path forward, is lean into the vintage stuff because they have no other choice.
That's a good
Or
point.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
How about, and think how much money OEMs are saving not putting like a CD player, cassette deck, and all that kind of fun stuff. Who even needs an FM AM transmitter? I think they're just doing it so they don't give up the ghost or whatever. But I just put a Bluetooth receiver in, weighs nothing, costs nothing. Like they've got to be savings. Like you're talking like hundreds of dollars per car.
Yeah, but I wonder how much of that
that's a
is
thing.
supplanted by like, well, but now
Oh,
the
here he comes with
expectation is to have a
safety.
huge, no, but like
Oh,
the expectation is now like, yeah, you don't have a CD player, but you have a huge touchscreen. Like you have to have
oh, you got
multiple
to.
touchscreens and a customizable cluster screen and stuff like that. And so some of that is probably offset, but AM FM, I don't know this, but I feel like there is a legality thing where like, because of safety information shit for disasters and road
Yeah,
closures and stuff,
weather
like you have
information.
weather.
Yep.
Yeah, the apocalypse is coming. You have to have something that will tell you that.
Fair.
But yeah, like are there any production cars right now that still have a CD player?
Ooh, that's a good question. That'd be a fun piece of trivia. The last make and model to feature a CD player. I would argue that probably Lexus was it. I'm saying
Offer
it.
a CD. I'm looking
They,
it up right
they
now.
they had to be the last of the tape
I'm
deck.
pretty sure they were. I'm pretty sure they were.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, so you are half. You get a half correct.
It's a Yoda.
The last new cars offering CD players, there's two currently on production.
Whoa, wait. Currently produced? Like you could buy one?
There's still a few. Yeah.
Shut the fuck
Two
up.
manufacturers are doing it. Subaru and Lexus.
Okay.
So IS 300, 350, 500
Okay.
are standard on all trims. Same with the RC, which is dead now.
Yep.
The RC, yeah, the RC dies this year. And also Subaru Outback, Legacy, and WRX.
So the IS 500 has a CD player.
Hell yeah.
Dude, that
Is that the most old school new car on sale?
dude,
That's
yeah,
like a
naturally,
car?
yeah, naturally aspirated V8,
Yeah.
rear wheel drive,
Sedan,
CD player,
three-box sedan,
CD player.
analog-y,
Oh,
like
let's
moving cluster.
Let's
right?
get one. I'd love one.
We going
I'd
halvesies?
drive this shit
Oh,
out
they're
of that.
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not an official F, but who gives a fuck?
Yeah,
I'd rock and roll
FU.
that thing.
Yeah.
Mm.
And you know what? It's probably got a baller stereo CD player included.
Yeah.
But
Gotta be
yeah,
like
do you have what are your
six disc?
do you have any like tales of fails when it comes to like do you have any weird stereo stories about like they don't have to be fails, it could be anything, but like what were your maybe missteps or what have you with like working car stereo shit back in
Dude,
the day?
I have a funny story, and this is
Yeah.
a good story I like to tell people with about. You remember how
Can't-
everybody had the visors with all your CDs stuffed in them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I was dating this chick a long time ago. So no one, this is outside of the statute of limitations for getting
Sure.
jealous or getting upset. Everyone that's
I
listening,
might get jealous, but
yeah. So this girl was wild. You know, I have a wild past, Frank, and it'll come out in the late night confidential a little bit. But anyway,
right.
we whipped around this corner, and she had what did she have? A Jetta Wolfsburg at the time.
Sick.
And we went around a
like
corner.
a Mark III.
Yeah. So we went around a corner and we had the windows down, and like literally 90% of her big bulky ass CD thing
Just
went out the window,
whoop.
out the fucking window. And you know what she did? started
E-brake.
laughing maniacally. And at that point, I knew I'm fucking dead.
Yeah.
I'm a dead man.
Yeah.
Like I would be so distraught if all my CDs like flew because that was life back then. You didn't have any
Sure.
streaming music. You didn't have the internet.
Bootlegs.
Yeah, they were just fucking. They straight up went like all in perfect order right out of that booklet into nature, if you will. And she didn't skip a beat, started laughing.
Damn. Crazy.
That's that could only happen in the early 2000s, late 90s. Anyway, that's a good story I like to tell.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Music though, man,
Yeah.
I remember it having to do crazy things to get like I remember putting a CD. You remember CD Walkmans? How they had like anti-skip? I remember having those in cars
Yeah.
and running them to that tape thing so you could play it through your tape
Oh,
deck if you had a car
absolutely.
with only a tape deck.
I did that for a significant amount of time. Yes.
Played like dog shit. They still skipped. Like if you hit a bump or something, it's like
You got to get that 60-second anti-skip. None of this 5-second bullshit. You got to get the real deal.
But that was a real thing. So like I remember, man, finding solutions so you could listen to music in a car was an actual challenge back in the day. That was my go-to. That one worked really well. God, aftermarket CD players, I always went with the cheap ones. I never got a really nice one. I never saw the need. Plus, my
Yeah.
cars were usually absolute shit boxes. Hasn't changed much. In what are we talking? 30 something years later,
Sure.
it hasn't changed, man.
Man.
I'm still
Yeah, like-
shitty.
So when I was in high school with my Barracuda, when I bought it, it had an aftermarket tape deck in it.
Okay.
Right, with the little the knobs.
Oh.
Your typical.
Oh,
Yeah,
some
typical
very
old school
sensitive
style
knobs you
tape.
were working right there.
Yeah. And quite
Sort of like
quite
a-
close together.
You couldn't tell
I
if you're
don't-
watching on YouTube. You would have seen that
I'm
Frank
twisting the knobs.
Frank was either adjusting a radio or purple nurpling somebody. So either
Porque no las dos. But no, that's what I had in it. And then for Christmas, I think it was my senior year, my parents, or maybe it was my birthday, for something. My parents got me like, hey, like we'll get you a stereo. Nothing crazy, just the head unit, right?
just the tip.
And so I went to Circuit City.
Oh,
Yeah, it was Circuit City or Good Guys. I don't remember which. I think it was Circuit City. Went there, picked out like it was like an entry level. It was Alpine
ooh,
CD player.
that's a good choice.
The silver face with like the blue lighting and stuff. And this was in 2001.
Mm-hmm. That sounds about right.
And had it in like I didn't know any better because I was a child, and so just like gave it to them to install it. And they're like, we had to actually we had to charge an extra like $50 on the install because it was like install is free with purchase or whatever.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, because we had to cut a hole in the dash to like get it in. I was like, you what? They're like, yeah, because the old one, and I didn't realize because at the time it's like with the knobby boys.
Yeah.
Went through the old school style stereo where there's like a little hole for like the preset buttons to come out, and then two round holes on either side of it for the knobs to stick out. But it had a square plate around that, and I didn't know any better. I just figured like square stereo is a square stereo, right? And so it wasn't cut for a single din. So they're like, oh well, time to install, and they just cut a full like a perfect square for a single din and install it. I was like, excuse me. You didn't think to ask first? And we're like, I'm not paying extra for that. What the fuck? And so it was the whole thing.
Meanwhile, in the back, the 18-year-old checked with the supervisor, the 20-year-old, and said, yeah, just
Send it.
Cut that shit.
Yeah, exactly. As he's like looking at his pager and like waiting for his date to text him, 143 or whatever. But no, so. And to cap it all off, 2 weeks. That stereo lasted 2 weeks until I managed to one day leave the faceplate still on it in the high school parking lot, and it was stolen. Somebody,
wow,
they punched out the passenger side door lock and just jammed a screwdriver in there and twisted it and unlocked it, and
God
it disappeared.
damn.
So the shitty tape deck went back in, but now it had a much bigger hole to sit in. So back to the wedging technique.
Oh yeah.
And then I did what I did before, which is you've got the tape deck adapter with the CD player sitting on the passenger seat. Yeah, it's a good time.
It's a good move, dude. How about music though?
Oh,
When you're driving, are you a music guy or are you podcast guy? Does it depend on the driving event?
sure. I mean, yes, um, for all of it. So
Okay.
it's funny. Like now that I'm an old man, I'm a 40-something-year-old
Certifiable.
gentleman.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've certainly listened to far more podcasts,
Mm.
which is a problem. It's probably negatively affecting my life and it's unhealthy. But um, the it's funny you say that because just earlier this week, I had myself like a little bit of a moment, and it really doubled down. I'm like, oh yeah, like I want to do this as a topic, is talk about music. It was I hopped in just my stupid Lexus CT, and I was driving off to do trivia at trivia night with some friends at a local speakeasy. Um, and on the way there, I forgot what I punched in for like Apple Music, and it like auto filled like local H, which is a mid 90s to
Hey,
mid
we were talking
2000s.
about this earlier.
Yeah.
You
Uh,
high-fiving motherfucker.
yeah. There, I would say people probably know them as like basically like a dollar store Nirvana, but I would say they're
Oh.
more of like a post grunge deal. Anyways, music.
Okay.
And I put on a song and I hadn't listened to them, I don't know, 15 years, 20 years. And I was like, oh shit. And I was like listening to some of it and it was like I was getting into it and like driving. And this is just me in the CT. And I realized I was like, man, I haven't like gone for a really good drive, just putting on some good music on a back road
Mm-hmm.
and getting after it. And that's like a really, really, really enjoyable thing.
Hell yeah.
Um, so yeah, I would say the driving situation matters. You know, you don't want to be listening to something like really energetic and just in like bumper to bumper traffic, like just getting raged out.
That's what I do, man.
Um,
I try to build that angst meter so I can get home and take it out on everyone around me.
how about you? Like,
Solid strategy.
what sort of tunes are you going like? Some Sade? You go carve up a back road? Or are you going to go more ODB? Like, what are you doing?
Back like carving up a canyon, it's got to be Eurobeat. Eurobeat intensifies for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
definitely.
nothing but that. Actually, when I'm beating it on a beat, when I'm
Excuse
beating
me.
my meat repeatedly,
Yeah, that's when you put on the Euro beat. Some yeah, just yeah.
uh,
Some sandstorm.
oh God, dude, I knew you were gonna
Yeah,
go with that one.
of
No,
course you have to.
yeah, I actually don't listen to any music at all when I'm tearing up a canyon. Usually I'm trying to listen to everything else going around me. But like
Hmm.
when I'm really just trying to cover ground, I do
Yeah,
like pretty heavy stuff, like very metal, very very, very guttural stuff. I think
ooh,
that's like good blow off some steam at the end of the day. That's what I listen to when I run too. Same thing. I try to fight through life,
just like
crank the things that push me
Mortician.
down. Yeah, the things that push back on me in life, I try to
Hmm.
overcome with pure anger. That's how
Oh wow,
I've
okay.
made it this far. Yeah, it works.
Feed the
But
beast.
if I'm driving, and it's like bumper to bumper traffic, like you said, I tend to prefer to listen to a podcast in those scenarios because it keeps me mellow. It gives me like my mind
Sure.
actually focuses on, especially if it's a good podcast,
Hmm.
focuses on what they're talking about, imagine what they're talking about, and everything like that. And
Right.
that's cool. In
Theater of
general,
the
I like
mind.
if I'm just chilling, just going for a drive. I still listen to a lot of alternative stuff from the '90s. Um,
You
it's
do
just
like
kind of
white boy reggae. You're gonna go listen to like some like slightly stupid or
no,
Pepper or any of those.
no,
No,
no.
no.
It's more like Alice in Chains, like
Sure.
Nirvana stuff, maybe a little Weezer in there.
Okay. Yeah.
That kind of '90s alt stuff. I really
Blue
just
Blue Album or Pinkerton? Go.
I like Blue Album all day.
I mean,
Yeah,
it is
yeah,
better, but Pinkerton rules as well.
yeah.
Pinkerton's.
Pinkerton's good, but Blue Album's the shit.
Yeah.
Nah, it's a good album. No, it's just that's the kind of stuff I listen to. But yeah, it alternates between heavy and that, and then like sometimes I'll just throw on some like jazz, like a old classic jazz, and just relax and
Like
just
experimental crazy shit or
no,
like
just like regular,
some like
no, just regular jazz. No, I keep experimental for my drugs and
kind
sexual
of blue.
activities, mind you.
Yeah.
In that
Well,
it combined.
you combine all of that. Yeah, yeah. Like really crazy like avant-garde jazz from like the 60s and weird like positions with like masks and on God, like crocodile or some bonkers drug.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's but wait, is it Tuesday already?
yeah,
But
it
no,
is actually.
that's
Hey,
it's gonna get weird real quick here if this timer runs out.
dun dun
Uh,
dun.
no, that's pretty much what I'll do is just I try to match the mood of the driving. Like if I'm really trying to get somewhere, I like to have a better tempo, better beat, something a little more heavy. If
Do you ever listen to anything on a rally? Do you ever put something on?
so this time I did because this is
Yeah,
like one of the first times where I had like the want to like listen to it because there was a couple sections
yeah.
that were kind of like in
Rhythmic.
between when I was getting on it, no music because I gotta hear like
Yeah, if you're like 10 tenths, which
yeah
I try not to be ever, but
I
like,
I had to
yeah,
I kind of get sucked into the 10/10s I think
sure.
it's
Get
just
that
I
rally
don't know
fever.
it's my thing man but this time I did because I had a good system where I could magnet my phone to the thing and listen
Mhm.
to music through the Bluetooth, which was super sweet. And I did listen to some tunes, and it was cool. It was
Yeah,
really cool, man. Like, I don't really listen to electronic music, but I could see how that would work with a rally,
yeah.
especially if you're just like cruising, you have a good tempo going. But yeah, just I don't know, man. It was cool. I listened to some tunes, but yeah, when I'm really getting on it, I got to hear when my tires let go and I'm about to
Yeah,
shit
exactly.
myself off a cliff, right?
Yeah, if I'm just going like, yeah, 7, 8 tenths, which is kind of where I like to live. Like
Hmm.
I don't like to live too dangerously. Um, but like, yeah, like I've got some go-to, like I'll listen to a lot of uh like Run the Jewels, which is
Yeah,
some
yeah,
pretty
that's
good
good.
pretty good. So Run the Jewels and like uh Aesop Rock.
Yes.
So some good, some good pseudo independent hip hop. Um or yeah, and then like others, yeah, some more like alternative shit. Um what was I listening to? I was in the for a little bit of a run in the Sprint Turbo. I was
Hmm.
just like, I haven't listened to Battle of Los Angeles, Rage Against the
Ah,
Machine in a
it's a good
while.
album.
And it's
Yeah,
like, yeah,
it's a good album,
that album fucking rules. And it was great. It was great.
dude. So no Atari Teenage Riot when you're like trying to cruise slowly.
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah.
nothing too
No
crazy.
Teenage Dirtbag by God, who was that? That was starts with a W. What was that band's name?
Winger.
Wheatus. Wheatus. Not Winger. Um but yeah. She's only 17.
I mean that
We
works,
haven't
right? Like if you're driving like
the
dude,
Lolita
like a
Express.
Cutlass Supreme or something,
Oh.
that'd be a perfect song for it. Oldsmobile
Yeah.
Cutlass. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good
and
fit for that
there
car.
are some cars I feel like where it fits.
Oh, we should do
It
this.
fits
We
like
should do this. Monte Carlo. What are you listening
ooh.
to?
What generation Monte
The
Carlo?
shitty one.
Like the last
Yeah,
generation one,
yeah,
but
the
like
front wheel
the
drive.
pre facelift
Yep.
last generation one. Um God, and Fleet White wheel covers. Oof. Probably Chronic 2001, but it's on a
Hmm.
scratched CD, so it skips a bunch.
Okay, fair. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I would go in that direction.
Okay, let me send one your way. Um, how about a 1990 BMW 740 IL?
Oh, um,
So E32.
maybe some UB40.
Oh, okay, some red wine. Maybe
Yeah, that
I can
kind of
see that.
fits with that. Or yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's like
That I'm
wine
gonna stick with
pairings.
that one. I'm gonna go
Okay,
UB40 on that one.
I can see that. Um, I did God, one of the very first cars I sold on Cars and Bids was a donated similar era 7 Series, and it had in it in the glove box was like the original like owner's manual on cassette tape
That's
that
killer.
you can like listen to.
That
And
should
like
have
there was a
that.
directory on it where you're like, oh yeah, speed it up to the whatever minute mark on the tape
Oh,
for to learn about like how to use your power windows or like changing your oil or like some basic. I think it was basic like how to use shit.
hmm.
But yeah, I thought that was kind of clever. And so like during my video, I was like, I'm gonna put this tape in and we're gonna walk around the car listening to the owner's manual while we're like showing that the sunroof works and shit.
One
Yeah,
entire side of the tape is addressing oil leaks. It's just
yeah. How to know when to replace your engine due to timing chain failure.
Oh God, dude.
Yeah, thank you for purchasing.
How about I think this one might be too easy, but let's go Camaro IROC.
Ooh. Um, owning it today or owning it in period?
In general, what soundtrack goes to
I
that
think
car?
today, iRock guy. God. I
Kickstart
mean,
Your Heart kind of
Kickstart Your
works.
Heart is there. I
Yeah.
mean, I was about to say, like,
Yeah,
really,
we
any
already hit
Motley
it.
Crue or hair metal band is pretty.
Ooh,
Per,
Panama, Van Halen. Dude,
yeah.
that song still fucks me up. If I'm driving because of Gran Turismo, was it Gran Turismo 4?
I think it was 4. Yeah, with the
Yeah.
intro.
So once that kick, that's so I have a you listen to Spotify at all? I'll have to.
Uh, yeah, I do,
You
but I
said
don't have the
Apple
paid
iTunes,
one
which kind of
because
put
it
you in a
comes
social
only because
cast,
it comes free with my Verizon, which I hate Verizon, so I'm probably going to
and you're
scrap
not
them
even
soon.
an Apple guy, so it's so
No,
weird,
I'm not.
bro.
No, but it
Um,
was free, so I prefer free. But I used to have the paid Spotify, and now I have the freebie version.
So I have a Spotify playlist for and I use free everything.
Gooning.
As you know, I'm the cheapest guy you've probably ever met. I am so cheap about everything.
Mhm.
I do have a Spotify playlist called Dive Bars, and I'll have to share it with you
Oh,
because Panama's on there. There's some other pretty killer tracks, and
oh,
it just works.
did
They're my favorite jukebox at a dive bar songs.
did I ever show you the fellatio mix?
Oh,
It's not for
like the
it's not
video
for
or the music?
Boner Jams 1995 or whatever. No, it's a playlist. I made a Spotify playlist.
Thank God I have an OnlyFans.
Yeah. No, no,
We
not
didn't say
not yet.
OnlyFans. Yeah, I
Not
felt
yet.
the obligatory mention right there.
Exactly. Yeah. One day. Um no, I made a Spotify playlist called the Fellatio Mix.
Mm.
And no, it's not for listening whilst engaging in either end of that activity.
Dude,
Um
time out. If you're providing fellatio and singing a song at the same time, that would be okay. Sorry, just that's what I
Yeah.
pictured.
Isn't that a
Fair
song?
enough.
That and then she
Probably everything's
yeah,
a song.
and then she said and it was about yeah, that's kind of what it was. Um
Yes, exactly
but
that.
no, it's a playlist with songs and every song is about head in
Oh,
some form or fashion.
okay.
So there's a lot. There's that like you spin me right round
Hmm.
song. There's E40 has a song simply called Gimme Head.
Fair.
And it's actually relatively gross. It's I mean they're all like not like above board, right? They're not exactly highbrow.
Kind of going in with the expectation of that.
Hmm
Yeah. Yeah.
But like it's like ew. Yeah, yeah. Just like talking about busting in her hair, and I was like, God, like, excuse me, Mr. 40. Like I don't but
Why?
yeah. Yeah, and boy, how did we get onto this oh, you made a playlist.
I
Yes,
did.
I
Yep.
I also made a playlist. Unfortunately, it's a very different playlist. I think
Yeah.
there's only like 9 or 10 songs on it.
That's good.
Which feels like a lot for the subject matter,
Hmm.
honestly. What else is Blowjob Betty by Too Short
Okay.
is on that. There's as it turns out very few like Christian rock songs on the subject, which I think needs to change, honestly.
Wow.
Like
That
that
is a
needs to
shocker.
be yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Jesus
We
died for
are
your sins.
giving
Get down on that.
head.
Get down on
Yeah,
that shit.
yeah. Yeah. I just so yeah. That's the only play. I'll send that one to you. We'll have a playlist
Thank
exchange,
you.
and you can listen to it while driving. Um. Yeah. Have you ever? Did you ever fuck around with subwoofers?
Just poorly.
Sure.
Like lots of plywood applications, lots
Hmm.
of not properly connected to the vehicle in any safe manner.
Oh
Uh,
yeah. It's always just sliding around.
fucking slamming around, dude. Not proper sound insulation because again, shitbox life, right? Everything
Yeah.
vibrated. I wasn't a big sub guy, but it was fun. It is fun to play around with. What's fun about it is you were such a menace how loud we had radios at times. And today you
Oh
would
yeah.
never think about doing that. But then you hear and then someone pulls up to you in traffic and you're like, that son of a bitch.
Yeah. Yeah. There's I feel like it seems like it's a lot more rare now than what it used to be. Like people just like absolutely like DB dragging like while they're like cruising down the main street. I almost feel like I hear loud music out of motorcycles more now than I do out of cars.
Which is crazy. You
Yeah,
still get some good license plate like resonance.
yeah,
The boom, boom.
yeah. Sound like a gorilla trying to get out that trunk.
Hmm.
Um, I remember. Oh, wow, this is one I don't. I. So I had a claim where guy got like lightly rear-ended, like really lightly. This is back when I was doing insurance shit.
Wish I was that guy.
Dude, yeah, lightly rear-ended. Oh, but that's a different playlist.
Oh,
I'll make a mix for that. Um, Pop and poppers. But no, the it was like a light rear end, right?
Uh-huh.
So like scratch on the bumper. But then he's like, yeah, but like it happened. He's like, it happened like I don't know, 6 months ago. But like I didn't think it was that big a deal. But now my trunk won't close, and it's got to be from the accident.
Mm.
Like it's loose, and it's all I don't know, something. It damaged the structure on the rear body panel where you shut the trunk. I was like, that's weird.
That is
Look
weird.
at it, and it was a Chrysler 300, like it was like an O whatever '05 Chrysler 300,
Of course.
and he had a subwoofer box in it, but he took it out to like try and troubleshoot it. And I look, and all of the metal around the striker where the latch for the trunk comes down and grabs onto
Hmm.
is like shattered, like spider webbed, like just like cracking around it, like down the inside of the body panel.
Holy shit.
I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm looking, and like it's like stressed around the latch on the trunk lid and everything too. And I'm looking, I'm like, hey, you had a like, can I see this subwoofer? And I'm looking, it's this like monster setup. Dude, that's like a huge box in there. I don't know if his loved one also has a huge box, but
I hope so.
huge subwoofer box. And what happened was it was unrelated to the rear bumper, but dude had just been this thing all day, every day
God
for like
damn.
3 years, and it actually metal like the pressure wave from this box metal fatigued the rear body panel to where it just like where the striker for the latch is bolted down to the panel all around it was just like metal fatigued and cracked, and like it just broke a square, like a playing card size
Shit.
square of the sheet metal just off, and it was all
Mhm.
cracked around it, and it was just gone. I'm like,
Wow.
bro, you just totaled your car with your subwoofer.
That's a
Um,
sick system, dude.
yeah. So it was like, well, good news, bad news. Like, it's not related to that rear end accident. But you have comprehensive coverage. I think this is like probably maybe I don't know. Like, file a claim and we'll maybe cover it, but maybe we'll deny it. Like, I don't know. It's not like, would you consider that mechanical failure, which
I
is not
mean,
covered? It's not
yeah.
vandalism, is it? I don't know.
Self-inflicted, maybe.
It's not. I don't know. I don't know what it would be. So I just file a claim. We might deny it, but like, I don't know. See what the fuck happens.
That's
But yeah, your shit's fucked
wild.
up. Like, you probably just take it to some fly-by-night place and they'll weld it up for you. But like, don't use that anymore. Yeah.
Just stop.
Yes.
Nice.
Any other parting thoughts on music? I will say just really quick. It kind of made me want to get back into driving excitedly with good music on, just like
Mhm.
recreationally. I feel like I've gotten away from it, which sucks. And then back on to maybe having a more fun daily driver to do that in. But that's a different story for a different day.
A good road trip soundtrack is also pretty cool. So I'd love to do that again. It's harder with kids, right? Because you can't just be
Sure.
blasting good music. But like, yeah, maybe like
I mean, you can, but
I
like,
mean, drown out their cries for help with
yeah.
music. No, it's that's a good thing too. I used to love music on long drives, but yeah, dude, we should make an effort to like get back into driving with
Should we,
music.
speaking of playlists, should we make an APA pod driving playlist?
It's gonna be horrible, but we should. It's gonna be
Yeah, it'll
horrible.
no, but what we have to do is we have to make it like for every three good songs that are like, oh yeah, oh this is a great song to like listen to on a drive. Then there's like one that will just be like, my neck, my back, or just like pure noise.
Yeah.
Like Yoko Ono.
Number one.
Like,
Number one.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, but we'll maybe that might be a thing. We'll
Nice.
keep y'all posted.
Yeah, it was a good topic, Ben. Should we segue into a little thing we like to call the
Ooh.
automotive pre-dad quiz game?
And when you say Segway, do you mean invent a two-wheeled device and then drive it off a cliff?
I
Like the
absolutely
inventor of
mean
the
that.
Segway?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. Tell the people I'm gonna not be looking at the last year that we made CD players in cars. I'm gonna find an ad, and you're gonna tell the people what the hell we're doing.
Yeah, do your worst as you usually do. This is our automotive pre-dad quiz game, guys. What we do is we find an advertisement for a vehicle, 80s, 90s, mid 2000s, all fair game. I will get three guesses after Frank reads through that ad. He's going to be very careful. He's pretty good about it. We haven't messed up in a while, man.
It's been a minute. It's a
Uh,
shame.
he's going to omit anything that gives it away, any identifiers, any specifics. We have slipped up. It happens. But
It
I get,
does.
again, three guesses. I can ask for a lifeline or some help. After I miss, it won't happen. Going to go perfect on this one. Doubtful. Who knows? 10 minutes on the clock. Frank, roll that beautiful bean footage.
Ooh. Uh-oh. Hold on. Oh
Oh,
God. Okay. Sorry, I clicked the button and the ad went away. Um. Okay. So this is a single pager.
okay.
We have most of the car in the photo in the top, and then the entirety of another car. That is not the car we're guessing. That one is a race car. It's on like it's in the
Oh,
rain. It's behind. It's in like the background. You see that entire vehicle, and then you see like looking dead on the front of our car, and you
mm,
see like 60% of it. Just
okay.
right on the front.
Mm.
Underneath it, it says the 1990 World Champion blank is history. Its V8 lives on. We
1990 world champion?
1990 World Champion blank
Mm.
is history. Its V8 lives on. Weaving an unprecedented string of 15 wins in 17 races from 1989 through 1990, blank claimed the World Sports Prototype Championship in 1990 for a second consecutive year. Powering the victorious duo of C11 Silver Arrows was a
Mm.
5-liter V8 that blended 700 thundering horsepower with the reliability of a blank, outracing and outlasting the fastest competition the automotive world can muster. From its rugged, lightweight, hyper-eutectic aluminum block to its free-breathing 32-valve cylinder head,
Mm.
that same basic 5-liter V8 design is still potent but considerably tamer in blank form. As placid as a mill pond, all but
Swear to
inaudible at
God, you said
normal
flaccid.
speeds. Indeed, it is an engine so thoughtfully civilized as to normally go all but unnoticed. So perhaps the blank V8 should thank the 1990 World Championship, the 1990 World Champion V8 for making it famous. For more information on blank engineering leadership, call 1-800-468-4001 anytime. Anytime. Apparently it's 24 hours,
Mm.
365 days a year, or visit your authorized blank dealer. Chadwick,
Hmm.
what do you think about this ad?
First off, cool ad. Um,
Yeah, it's rare we get to like, we talk about it now with some regularity about like there's no tech specs in ads anymore. Um,
mhm.
how about dropping a hyper eutectic?
Yeah, or like a racing heritage, like a qualified racing heritage.
Yeah.
Uh, one word,
Hmm.
like immediately identified what this car was, or one
Sure.
one phrase, Silver Arrow. If you know anything about race cars or anything
Hmm.
like that, that's what immediately drew me in. I kind of knew what direction you were going. It feels very European, very German.
Sure.
Um,
I almost blanked that out because I thought maybe it would be
you
too
probably
much.
should have. That one, like that was the ping, but it's a great ad. I do have a follow-up question for you
Sure.
about this manufacturer's race cars and see which one's your favorite. But little Gran Turismo action out of this one, I think, right? Or the follow-up act. But anyway, this is based on a Mercedes race car, that 5-liter V8. You don't get the same power in this car, but this is going to be this is before the Sauber car. So this is a
We're
80.
guessing the street car, by the the
Yes, no, I know.
not the race car.
The Silver Arrow, final answer. 500 SL, this is an 86. Final answer.
Oh boy. I think I technically have to say no
Okay.
because the year is wrong enough to where it's an entire generation. You're off by an entire generation.
Okay. So
So no, I don't.
so I'll take 91. Final answer.
Yeah, I mean, considering the ad was talking about the 1990 championship,
Oh,
it would
true.
probably not be.
I was giving it some time.
Sure. It is. This is the 1990, or actually, it doesn't say. Let's see.
You did say 90 in the ad. I remember
It's-
that part of it.
I suppose it's 19. No, it's 91. There's like a little tiny
Okay.
copyright, and so it is. It's a 1991
Ding.
Mercedes 500 SL. Let me
Yes,
send
sir.
you a link to it. So yeah, this is R129 because 86 would have been R107.
Yes.
Which we didn't get the 500 SL, but it could have been gray market if you imported it because that was the Euro trash spec.
Silver Arrow, obviously a very winning car. Let me check this ad. Oh, that's killer, dude.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's a great ad. I like the layout a lot.
Yeah, it's fun.
So my question to you, you get your choice. Do you go with the Silver Arrow, like in this advertisement, which looks fantastic, by the way.
Sure.
That's a good shot. Or the
C11.
Sauber Mercedes race car.
The Sauber's fucking cool. I mean, this thing is so with that like huge bubble top.
Uh-huh.
What the Sauber was a couple. It wasn't current with this. Was it a couple years earlier? I don't remember.
I think the Sauber came
later?
after. I think it was a mid-90s, right?
Sauber Mercedes.
God, it looked good though.
This says 97 or 87.
Okay, so maybe earlier.
It was just before. But I don't know if they did. Yeah,
My
then it
time
was
continuum's
that was
a
the
mess.
C9, and then it was replaced by this car, which is the C11.
Yes. I
Um,
think I like the Sauber more, which was a very low slung, long race car.
Yeah, I want to say it had like. I mean, they look pretty similar. They're all fucking cool.
They look so cool.
Um,
It didn't have as much of a bubble.
I almost thought about just saying C11s and not saying
Oh.
the silver Arrow. You think you would have been able to navigate it just off the C11? That's pretty obscure. I'm not deep into race car stuff personally, but like, yeah, I don't know.
Ooh, I'm looking at the Sauber right now. I like it way more.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's got like yeah.
Hell
I mean,
yeah.
they're all really cool, but I think like the Sauber just a little bit more.
All right, dude, you got that money gun?
Yeah, let's see if the battery's still good in it.
You were using it all weekend recreationally.
You do not smell these dollar bills. All right, let's go, boys.
Come on.
Nope,
Oh,
nope.
signs of
I don't-
life.
I don't think it's gonna work. I need to switch the batteries out.
Oh man, make it
Make
rain.
it-
I wonder if that's why it ended up in the Goodwill.
I'll take it.
You
I
got it
can I
from-
can obviously put a couple double A's in there and make it rain.
If you
some
put
more.
if you rewire to a 9 volt to like, will it just like crank up the speed?
It'll fucking paper cut your
Car
face
battery?
off, dude.
Yeah. A man
Good
died
ad.
today.
Good ad, dude. I can't believe we haven't done a 500 SL yet.
I know. I had to. That's why I was like, I
Wow.
need to get the. I don't. Yeah. I would have thought we would have had. We
It's a
would
little
have. I didn't.
shocking.
It wasn't on the list that I saw.
Good.
Which means it's probably definitely on there. But either way,
list.
whatever. Fantastic. How would you like to celebrate, sir?
My drug of choice is PCP, Project Car Progress,
Have you made
and
any?
I haven't done shit really.
Same.
Like we could probably almost skip this. I just haven't had any time. I shot a review today. Was the first like car thing I've done in a while.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty timely affair because you got to get the car prepped. I got to pack all my cameras, set up all the GoPros, the what I can't even think right now. The speed thing that measures time and velocity.
Clock.
Yeah, my whatever it's called. I have a piece of equipment that measures
I
acceleration.
almost said a G-Tech. You remember those? The
Yeah,
G-Tech.
dude, I do remember those.
G-Tech Pro. I didn't have one,
You
but
would.
like I had a friend who had one. It was like his brothers, and so we all were like G-teching our cars to like try and see who can put down the best numbers. I remember my Barracuda with the 318 and it ran a 15.6. I thought it was like hot shit.
That's not horrible. That's
Yeah,
not horrible.
I thought so. But
On
yeah,
an unimproved racing surface. That's pretty cool.
yeah.
No, yeah, I haven't done anything besides that, which I'm excited about. It was a fun time in the canyons.
Mhm.
Uh, that V50 is so impressive, dude. It's so like normal car when you're driving it for the most part, until you really lean on it, and it just really comes alive. Like the handling mods, just getting the ass to break loose. Like I gotta check my GoPro footage as soon as we get off of here because I wish it was right in front of one of my cameras. But getting the back to slide around in the canyons on a
Mhm.
fucking wagon that's mostly a front wheel drive biased Haldex system,
Hell
killer
yeah.
feeling, dude. Good and like not even a little bit like out of its comfort zone.
Out
It
of
was
sorts. Yeah.
very easy to control. So
Efficient.
yeah, not much, man. I'll just pass it to you.
Yeah, the only thing I've done was take pictures of your car, which we did today.
Nice.
So,
Two
yeah, I mean,
birds, one stone.
I haven't been able to do. I think, and I mean this like only half joking. I kind
Hmm.
of feel like I've got like a little bit of like SAD, the seasonal, whatever affective disorder, where like during the winter, I just like feel shittier, like way less motivated to get anything done,
Mm.
which is not good. This is not that's not a perk.
Yeah, no.
I don't know. I need to get one of those lamps that like make it look like it's like daylight. It's been so foggy and just like overcast and grim for like the last month.
True. Yeah.
Um, that it's just I've been unmotivated. I need to get off my ass. I need to do that.
Hmm.
Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I also
Oh.
have some like gifts to buy, and it's like last fucking minute.
Yeah, dude.
Um,
No one has like spare time. Like the holidays are
Time or
here.
money.
Like the
Yeah.
weather sucks balls, dude. And like you said, it's like miserable outside. You don't want to be under a car or
No,
um
I need a lift.
uh,
That's what I need.
mm.
Maybe I'll get one for Festivus. I don't know.
Oh, you put a mini split in there and a lift and you're never coming out.
Yeah, exactly. This will be my grave.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, hopefully this will become my grave. Hopefully this
On
podcast
that
will
lovely
become
note.
your grave. And by that I mean you'll I don't know what I mean by that. That doesn't even make sense. But you've made it this far and you haven't died, so congratulations are in order. Thank you, friends. Um, please keep listening. I eventually we're going to do the things we keep telling you we're going to do, which is like have on guests and perks and a Patreon and stuff. We haven't forgotten about you. We promise. So keep doing what you're doing. Tell your friends. Hide your kids. Hide your wife. Bug us on our nearly
Mm.
abandoned Instagram, which is at APA Podcast on the gram. If you are viewing this and you would like to view this versus listen to this, um, hi. Check it out on the YouTube. If you want to stalk me, you shouldn't, but you could. That's going to be at the photographer's garage. I almost forgot.
Wow, we're on one tonight.
It is. We are on one. Are you on one? Where can people stalk you
I'm
digitally,
on
sir?
one Auto Obscure Garage on YouTube for your rescues, restorations, and reviews. Dude, I haven't put content up for 3 weeks. I am legally dead according to YouTube's algorithm. So,
Yeah, yeah. I
poke
wonder
it with
though.
a.
I wonder if you disappear for a while and then like come back, do you think they will reward you for that by giving like boosting your shit and
It's the
making it so you
opposite.
get more views?
I've taken like a couple times. I've taken like 6 month sabbaticals, and it's the opposite. You got to claw your way back up.
Sons of bitches.
Unfortunately, yeah, dude, it's a violent way of life. But
Yeah,
what are
yeah,
you
it's a
gonna do?
good. I just PCP is what we're gonna do.
We
So I'm glad
did.
we've done
We
it. Maybe we'll do more.
poorly.
We need to do more, right? We're
Yeah,
being lazy.
we have so many projects.
That's what maybe this is what we need, dear listener.
Intervention.
Message us, right? Even like wait until like 2 a.m. and if you happen to have one of our phone numbers, just text us and be like, "You're slipping." Like, do work on cars, so we can
Ooh,
get out from under
god damn.
our workload. Yeah, guilt trip us. It's effective.
Yep.
And yeah, and you should also guilt trip your friends and loved ones to listen to this podcast. So for those of you already doing it, thank you. Please tune in next week.
Yeah. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. This drops Christmas Eve, right?
This will drop Christmas Eve. That's
Oh,
right.
I'm glad we were not thematic at all.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean,
Oh
yeah.
well.
My favorite music to listen to while driving is Christmas music.
Yeah.
Um,
Jingle balls.
yeah, exactly. So,
Either way,
hot take to send us off. Christmas music is not music. It's merely seasonal ambiance, and I will die on this hill. Goodbye.
bombs were dropped. All right. See you
And
guys. Take care.
bombs over Baghdad. Bye.